Oh no.
Oh, who gives a shit?
Where's our
Evening, guys.
signal?
Welcome
Evening.
to the Hangout in the Crib weekend show. It's our community show. So we've got a bunch of people here from the community, as we can see. We've got Tyler the Noob, the Pain Train, and the Chosen One with me, and myself, Earth. We've got Medusa with us, Stephen W, and we've got Wayne. What's your game name, Wayne?
Legman.
McMahon.
No one ever asked me my game name.
Because it's on the fucking screen!
That's not fair. I need to get a reputation. I might have to change my game name.
Yeah,
It's on the screen.
Change it to Tyler the Noob.
The noob.
Yeah,
Someone's
guys,
sending me
Tyler's gonna
100
go and hit
coins,
you
I
with
don't
his
coin.
zombie. He's gonna hit you with his zombie mastodons.
Change to the new one.
Hang on, I just want to give a quick shout out to Death Havana from You Suck because he failed in my base today, which makes me really happy.
Can I shout out the original Chosen One who's got copied his name from? I found the
Fuck
Chosen
off.
One with a 3 mil ID who's had the name since day one, so you copied them.
Don't let me jump there and flatten him.
Okay, welcome Kyle. Everybody will know him as the mysterious and magnificent Ewok here on the end. So welcome Kyle. So basically guys, what we want to talk about today is the upcoming raid, the Descent raid. Yes, I know I mistyped it in the Hangout thing earlier. I fixed it. So you don't have to bring it up, Kyle. Right guys, so I think we'll just kick off with, is everybody sort of looking forward to the raid or not?
Hell fucking yeah.
Yep.
I actually am, for a change.
Yeah. What about you, Wayne? Are you looking forward to it?
I'm very looking forward to it, but I'm very very nervous about how hard it's going to be.
Yeah, I think that's a fair assumption, really.
Just jump to Earth, he'll do it for you.
Yeah. Right. So, basically, does everybody understand the way that it's going to work up to now? And everybody sort of heard?
Yeah, I've heard a bit about it. Not a massive amount.
I know there's obviously that sector control helping to help you do or something better for the proto and the platforms.
Yeah, so basically it's going to work like normal raids. So you're going to have your campaign targets to do. However, there's going to be a slight difference with it. You're going to have like a sector influence bar, which is going to allow you to obviously gain influence on the movers, which will then enable you to receive rewards for doing such things. But it only counts with map targets. So the more map targets, then obviously you're hitting, the more your influence bar will change. And from what I hear at the minute, it's likely to be some sort of multiplier for points and to open up pages. And then overall, at the end, once you've obviously diminished it, you're going to be able to unlock the Reeve bases, which is going to give you a chance at winning the Proto blueprint. So it's pretty cool. How does everybody think that's going to work as a general thing?
Sorry, so just to clarify, right, because this has been confusing me and I was distracted. So there's going to be the normal campaign, yeah?
Yep.
And then there's just going to be a load of map targets.
Yep.
And then if you hit loads of map targets, you get in these Reaver base things.
Basically, yeah. But you basically get a sector influence, so it's everybody in the sector who's hitting the map targets will add towards the influence in the sector. And then at certain stages of that influence bar going up, so as you gain so much influence as a sector, you will unlock certain rewards. What the rewards are, we don't know as such. We do know that one of them at least is going to be for points, extra raid points, like a multiplier type thing. Being
a noob, yeah, any shit players, not not heavy coiners and are going to struggle with this raid, they don't actually have to hit any map targets.
No.
I can go to a sector with a load of heavy coiners and then just hit the Reaver bases as they come out, yeah?
You can do it.
Alright, I'll see you next week then, Scotty.
If I could add to that, and it'll help Tyler out here, what I'm actually proud of myself doing is I've managed to do it. It's taken me a few days and a lot of talking and a lot of sucking up. Is I've managed to get actually one whole alliance to jump to our sector, another alliance that is, and half of another alliance to jump to our sector to try and bulk it up deliberately just for that purpose.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, if you're in a sector which is, let's just say, pretty dead or not quite as lively as some of the other sectors, you might want to think about jumping into a different sector, which has got a bit more life to it, a few more people hanging around. It just might make your raid a bit easier. Obviously, with the points multipliers, well, I say multipliers, but there's going to be some sort of boost to the points for hitting the map targets and stuff. So, you know, it's probably a good idea if you're in a busier sector rather than a dead one. So, has anybody else got any more suggestions on that, or anything else they want to say?
Sorry, just to clarify, I can run dead fleets for another 6 days then, yeah?
Do you need everything clarified, or what?
We'll send you some memo after the show.
All the non-coiners, that they can just run their Jugex and Mars like I'm going to, and not have to spend a penny for 6 days, and get some decent prizes, yeah?
Yeah.
Sweet.
It depends what you call decent prize too, Tyler. You're still going to have to do some work because, as I said at the start, when I was asked, I'm excited about it, I'm looking forward to it, but I am concerned on their definition of extra points and their definition of damage, because extra points to them might be very little.
Well, let's put it this way though. If the raid's the same as last time, and it's on for 2 days longer, that means I could probably get, what, 30, 40 million points and not have to do anything much, just run dead fleets and specs. So, we're in.
Well, that's basically what I did, Tyler. I was running my subs and zombie them and killing all I can, and then have a fleet that finish it.
I love zombies. Zombie fleets all day.
Well, it's probably a different zone, really. Okay then. So I take it we've all heard about what the prizes are that's coming up as well. Have we or not? No.
So,
What, you mean slightly better DNX, but not by much?
Yeah.
That one.
Anybody else?
Slightly.
Yeah, it does look like a big, bad new DNX. I'm looking forward to getting it.
It's going to be a beast.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, it's basically some revivified DNX, really. If you look at it, it's a revivified DNX.
It's just a Drex with a few buffs and an extra bit of repair stuck on top, really.
yeah.
To be honest.
I do have to.
Go on, Wayne.
Sorry, I was going to say I do have to question that new mortar to go on about.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the new. What I find interesting is that the mortar that they're bringing out in the raid really isn't as good as the mortar that they brought out in the Forsaken mission, which is.
That's my point.
It's quite weird.
It just gives more bonus defenses. I mean, it gives what 1800 armor points just from having one on.
Maybe they're just going to like pull it from the mission, so it'll be really hard to get. That's what I did with like the bulkhead armor, wasn't it? They just. So you probably got more chance of getting it in raid than you do in the missions anyway. No?
Yeah, well,
Bulkhead's back.
yeah, the bulkhead's back now. But the thing is with the new mortar, I mean, the mortar from the raid is just like it's the king of mortars at the minute. The mortars from the Forsaken mission. I mean, for the weight, it does an immense amount of damage, and for the same amount of weight in the Reaver Siege mortar that's coming out in the raid, you're not getting quite as much damage for it, and you're not going to get as many shells in the air. So it's
Well, you can get just from having one of them new mortars in the raid and the rest full with the other mortar. That's like 22% radioactive defense.
yeah. I mean, it's going to be awesome for putting in to different.
Just for having one of them siege. Just having one of them siege on is nice.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, everybody's been very quiet today. It's really not right. I feel a bit weird.
Go, Stephen, go, Stephen, go. That was
Okay,
it.
I was kind of interested in the new one. It's we talked about having a small debuff, but the fact that anytime it has any kind of field effect, you're getting that automatic speed up. That's pretty interesting. I kind of wonder how that would stack with, say, running a Grimstein as well, and 4 of those. It would have a situation where you leave your Grimstein behind, but you'd have some interesting physics there. I don't know. It's cool. I need to crunch the numbers on it a little bit more to really make a.
I mean, I didn't play back with the hamhead, but I know a lot of people in the hamheads used to do different reloads of mortars. So they've got different mortars coming out at different times for different targets, and to distract antis and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same with the siege missiles, wasn't it? We used to have siege missiles and strike missiles to throw off the flax because of the reload time. Used to work out that
To make sure the siege hit.
yeah, you make sure that the siege hit. So you're going to be overwhelming them with the Forsaken mission mortars, and then using the other ones to do some damage. It's going to be good as well. I mean, I think the range is slightly shorter than the Negotiator, but I don't think it's really going to make that much of a difference. To be honest.
I got flattened by that new Forsaken mortar, and that's only 85. And nothing's close to getting in my base since I've done the Gollies.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a really good mortar, the one from Forsaken mission. I think it's probably going to be the better option to load yourself up with those. I'm not.
Save on repair cost.
Yeah, definitely. And I think the damage output on them's immense. So.
Have we got the build ready now? I know someone did a build, didn't they?
I think Payne's got one
Payne,
ready.
I think he's eating
Payne,
Chinese.
stop.
I'm back.
Stop munching.
Shut up. I'm fucking hungry. Well, it's not going to be the best build. You can probably improve it, but I'll just share it anyway. Fuck it. It was just a... Yeah, I know I've used the Grimshine Wrath. The reason why was just they don't have the new ship in the shipyard yet, so it gave me the necessary 6 armors, 4 specials, and enough for 7 weapons. This one would obviously be the flagship would be the Dante's Nova Storm, and then 3 Nova Storms with it. The armors I opted for were 2 Bulkhead, 2 D5E, a D3E, and a 2 D2E. So it fits in with the weight of a 4-ship fleet. I've just put 5 Serum Barrage Morts on and 1 thrower. The thrower really is a weight issue and also will deal with drones. Irregular speed system and incendiary shells, which you probably want on most Mort fleets. And I went with Fallout 3 armor for the explosive missile and radiation, and agility system to help with the Wendigo. Because one thing I did notice, it says it gets sped up in fire fields, doesn't it? But it doesn't say anything about ice fields.
Yeah, it does get sped up in ice fields.
Does it?
I'm pretty sure it does.
Yeah, I think it does.
Well, they need to change that because it doesn't say that, does it? It says.
I believe it said any field effect.
Are you sure?
I'll need to pull it up and look at it. You guys just keep going. I'll pull up the slide.
Only concern I'd have with that build, and it would be the Golly with Arbless that Scotty's got. Or are we just saying that they're going to fuck you up, whatever you've got?
I mean, like I said, it's just a quick draft. Using the one from the from the missions.
I mean, I know everyone loves a bit of old Fallout armor now, but I think it's a bit dodgy using that just because of the fact it's got no ballistic defense. I mean, the Wrath's got 40 anyway. I don't know what the Nova Storm's got. I can't remember off the top of my head.
That Wrath is. Well, it's not the Wrath, is it? It's the Nova Storm that we're looking at. It's got 40% built-in ballistic, if I remember correctly. So I think you would need some more ballistic on, to be honest. That was just a quick build using what I thought about at the time.
Yeah.
I just want to quickly add, we have got confirmation from Trogar on our chat. It does include ice fields. He said he mentioned that to Doom Rooster, so you could probably change that a bit more actually, seeing as you don't need the.
Maybe go reflective and D5X or MC3 or something like that, and then you get the built-in radioactive from there, don't you?
I would definitely say reflective armor over the G system, knowing now that ice fields did that. I wanted to put that on in the first place. The only reason I didn't was because I read Firefields and thought the Wendigo was going to really fuck this up.
Well, that's good then.
Yeah, if you'd read the description, it does say that it's got great resistances to fire and ice on that.
Alright, we know Payne's a nooblet. Don't believe him.
Say what?
So Tess, do you think that this is going to be something that you're going to go for, something you're going to look at building fairly sharpish?
Yeah, absolutely 100%. I think it's going to be an absolute beast. The thing that also interests me is the aura. I'd like to know about that. Is that the same as the Frosty? What is it exactly? 50% aura?
I think that's just to do with, it's like a Savage Kodiak, but for mortars, so it's just going to give you an extra 50% reload for the rest of the fleet. So
it says tactical field distance aura plus 50%, and then mortar reload plus 50%.
Yeah,
for the field effect.
Does anyone actually know what this aura thing is then? Because I didn't think it was mortar reload. I've got no idea what it's meant to be.
I think it is, I really do think it is. It's affecting all the other ships within the fleet by the looks of it.
Yeah, it's basically, it's going to act like a Savage does with missiles. It's going to be an aura affecting the rest of the fleet from missile reload.
Why have they called it aura then? Why not plus 50% mortar reload like they have plus 50% missile reload?
Yeah, it's got aura. It's got plus 50% aura and plus 50% reload.
Yeah, that aura and mortar reload is actually two separates. If I'm screen sharing, I've got a picture of the blueprint. I mean, it might be hard to see. I'll see if I can zoom in a bit.
Yeah, it's separate.
Yeah, it says flagship effect, tactical field resistance. Tactical field resistance aura is 1, that's plus 50%, and then mortar reload plus 50%. So it's two separate field of effects, or two separate effects on the fleet.
So the question is,
I would say
that
an aura would signify to me some kind of range ring would be involved. Like
so
a
maybe it's any it says tactical field, doesn't it? So maybe it's like engine disruptors. If you're inside the range of an engine disruptor, every ship in that fleet is going to have 50% resistance to it.
Could be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if Trogar's on chat? Let's ask him, then we'll come back to it. If he's about, and then we'll just move on. What's next? I'm on a roll tonight.
So then, what does everybody think about the fact that the Proto Nemesis is going to be making an appearance? Basically, what Kixeye have said is that the blueprint drop rate for the Proto Nemesis is going to be increased. However, there's not a guarantee that you will get one. So,
did you just say increased?
Increased, yeah, increased.
You're speaking like a child.
Yeah, it's marvelous.
When they say it's going to be increased, in the actual drag bases, or is it going to be in the Reaver base too?
In the Reaver bases, it's going to be basically the stats on the drop, if you like. Because at the minute it's an ultra rare blueprint with like a next to 0 rate of drop. What they're going to do is they're going to increase the rate of drop in the Reaver bases.
I did hear.
I just think that new.
Sorry.
I just think that new Shroud is going to be retarded to fight. The tack mod is in the bases.
Yeah,
it's going to be ridiculous to fight.
Yeah, we're going to get onto that in a minute. But we're just going to cover the program first.
Yeah, I did have something to just ask. I heard a rumor about Proto Nemesis having like an what is it? An over thingy effect. I can't remember what it is. Like the Grimshine and the race.
Having an overload effect.
That's it.
Like having a limited version of Proto with some form of
Yeah. I
That'd be
heard
interesting.
I'll put it with the old Proto.
I think it's been confirmed by Kickside that it's just going to be the normal Proto Nemesis. So,
Is anyone else kind of encouraged by this? Because we kind of went back to the point where you really can get a couple heavy hitters together and go do some work, compared to if you didn't quite have all the fleets to get Siege done. Siege was very expensive or incredibly time-consuming. Over the last like 4 or 5 raids, it's just been that kind of hard grind. But to be able to go in there with my best fleet with a couple other people and knock through one of these combined bases, that sounds fun to me. Actually, if it works and we can all get in at the same time, but
yeah.
I'm excited.
That does sound good.
I want to just point out
As
to
I-
you, Medusa, if you haven't noticed, that Trogar's hitting on you on the chat.
Hitting on me?
Oh God, no! On Medusa.
It's all about Tyler. It's the Tyler show.
it's not all about you, Tyler. I'm sorry to say it, mate. I do
Go back to your
apologise, you know, but yeah.
My view on that, Steve, is like I said, and I'm trying not to think negative, and I'm really looking forward to the idea. I went to the trouble of organising people, but my concern is that, and let's face it, everyone on this panel is pretty experienced. It's Kicksite. I'm worried that the payout isn't going to be that great extra, and it is going to be a lot. And like Ewok said, it's going to be like a lot of butt hurt.
If this is a whole store, people better just commit their Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday and get the Kicksite flu, because it's going to be a lot of ass time required with some of these.
Yeah.
I'd probably say that if they're going to bring this new Reaver DNX out, I'd probably say at least if you can get the limited flagship. I mean, even say if the DNX go to R10 and you're, you got that flagship in, you're going to get the increased reload. Just having it in the fleet like the Highlander.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it just for that. It's something you need to really get.
On that, that flagship, is it a limited flagship or can you have multiple of them?
Don't know, to be honest, mate.
It will be one. I
Probably
reckon.
just be one.
My question is, right? Hang on, I've forgotten it because Payne's just said that Trogar wants me. Hang on.
That's a couple of us.
Are limited hulls going to be in it or not?
As far as we know, we don't know a lot, to be honest. We know that it's a hull type store. We also know that by diminishing the influence that the Reavers are, or gaining your own sector influence, and reaching certain levels, you're going to unlock certain prize pages. So I think we can sort of gather from that you're going to be able to unlock prizes from previous raids. Whether that will be limited or not, I don't know. I can't really.
But I think probably the base will be like your you have your normal Nighthawks, your normal Kodiaks, probably from your old fleets like your DNX will probably be in there with this new ship.
Yeah, so I think you're probably looking at your base ones without doing any of the map targets and getting those bonuses done. You're probably going to get your normal hulls like your V2s and stuff like that, and some of the lower level hulls.
You might be able to get some real subs.
Yeah.
I have got Nighthawks, I just haven't built them. I love my Spectres too much. But so what about the Crusader then? Is there any word on that? Will that be in or will that not be in? Oh, Limited's just been confirmed. Cheers, Jeff.
Okay.
But yeah, so will I be able to get the Frosty? Is the Frosty? Yeah, sweet.
Yeah. So.
I hope so.
Oh, it's gonna be a long ass raid.
Oh.
Right. So. Sorry, Wayne. You carry on, mate.
Oh, that's right. I was going to say, one of the things I'm looking for, and I've always told people, is that I'm actually home for this raid, where normally I work away, so the raids, I don't have a lot of butt time. Well, this time I'm home, so I deliberately took time off, so I actually took annual leave, holidays, so I could be home for this raid.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be good because you're going to be able to pick up some tech that you haven't got, and I think everybody needs to sort of remember that, you don't always have to have the biggest and best hull. Especially if you're low level, just get what you can get and just make an informed choice as to what to get that's just going to help your game the most. I mean,
Well,
to be perfectly honest, I think one thing that should be on everybody's list should be the Frosty. So I think
I was
that's
actually going to say Hurricane as well.
Frosty.
If you've got weight tac drones level 3, you can actually utilise them both in base hits on a Hurricane and dredges to direct fire.
Well, did someone just say lower levels? Because I wanna remind everyone about
Yes.
Awkward pauses.
Spit it out, will you?
ones instead of speed system. But
Say that again, you cut out.
am I alright? What's up?
Yeah, you're fine now. You just cut out, mate. So just say what you said again.
Alright. Yeah, BP, Profs, Battle Barge A's. I'm not sure if he runs them with speed and solid fuel booster or not, but any variation of this, and just instant repair them and send them into your campaigns and do some damage. You've got 6 days this raid, so you should be able to grind out for something decent. And I mean, like, if the Jug X is a low cost again or anything like that, I mean, that was when it was out for $1 million, when at the last hull store. Anything like that, you use these. Obviously, you can still use your Seawolves, but these R5 are pretty decent. And they're only like a 16-hour build or something ridiculous.
And I'd say
one day, 9 hours.
Some form of Inceptors as well, if you can get them.
I missed the days where you could build a fleet.
Or Inceptor or Jug X.
Yeah. So I was just going to Battle Barge A build there.
Another thing you can add to that is
I'm lagging again.
a lot of people have grinded out the weekly raid, and they might not have the holes, but they got some of the fancy tech. Like I've got a personnel alliance. I suggested maybe putting, and they've done it, maybe putting throwers on Seawolves.
I mean, yeah, if you're a low level and you've got the D92U, don't forget that still tears apart missions. I mean, I know Payne loves my SCX launchers. I heard him slating them on a different show. Cheers for that.
I will tell you to your face, they were shit.
Don't talk about us lower level players with our launchers on stuff but nuke cruisers.
I've got launchers on a Seawolf, don't judge.
See, if you're a good low level player, you'd have just ran zombie fleets. So don't act like you know what you're talking about, alright? But yeah, my SCX with launchers kick ass in the missions, and obviously Tritons with launchers kick ass as well. So if you've got that D92U and you pick yourself up a decent hull, your weekly chores are going to be a hell of a lot easier.
I've seen some of those Tritons, Auto 55s. They can be pretty mean.
Grr. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Tritons.
If there's Frosties in there as well, is it going to be that you can only get one of them again? Because they stated last time that you can only actually get one of them and one of the Phantom, period. So, anyone know if that's changed since?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, we're only sort of guessing as to what we're going to be able to get, really. There are going to be limited holes in there. Obviously, you're going to probably have to unlock certain pages by doing certain things during the raid in order to get to them, but we don't know what's going to be in there. So, we're all hoping that the Frosty's in there. I think it would be a good thing if it is in there.
I just want to go back to when we was talking about the aura. Trogar's just said on the chat, aura equals command field, like the Savage missile resist or Highlander's nuclear cruiser radiation resist.
So what does that mean then?
It means it doesn't have a field of effect as such. it's just a blanket flagship effect. Like
it just has to be in the fleet.
Yeah, it has to be alive and in the fleet. So one thing you could consider is building it kind of what I call a naked ship, and just use it as a Highlander or something, just for the flagship effect.
Just put streamlining free on it.
Yeah, if you didn't want the big build time for the new fleet, you
Well,
could just put it in with your current Mort fleet.
The builds that I was looking at earlier, I mean, all I'm going to do is build it blank, and leave it outside the base.
So is it resistance against everything then? Is it like a rad resist and a missile resist, or is it just like the whole fleet is resistant against tactical fields?
The whole fleet's resistant against tactical fields, and it gives the whole fleet mortar reload.
That's what I said at the start. Look, see.
That's what I said as well.
No, you didn't. No, you thought it was mortar reload. Shut up.
Somebody
The mortar
give
reload is in there.
Somebody give Tyler a Werther's original or something so we can calm down.
Yeah. Right. So where have we got to now? And what else do we want to talk about with regards to the swords? We want to move on to the shrouding thing.
Well, one thing I would I've advised all our alliance and that is, and I'm pretty sure everyone on the panel knows, but just in case, even low levels, pinchers. Everyone going to need pinchers in this raid.
Definitely, I'd agree with that one.
Which
build
leads me to say about Harlocks and the pinch UAV that comes off Hornets. That'll be something to take advantage of, especially if you're tag teaming the Reaver platform. If you've got a couple of guys with Crusaders and Frostburns, a couple of guys with Harlocks, that'll be really good teamwork.
And also, like what me and Payne done last time in the siege, if you can find someone to team up with, if you can't quite hit the elites or so on, and you can find someone to team up with the siege, do a set on their base, set on your base, cut your repairs in half, and split the damage between the two of you.
And
you've just reminded
me. And the other thing, sorry, Tyler, you go.
That's all right, Wayne. Don't worry. No one cares about me.
No, I don't want you forgetting it. So you better say it before you forget.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to say, my alliance has done it, and I've been trying to get some of the non-alliance to join us. We've actually, a lot of us have installed Raid Call, and we're going to use voice chat during the raid, so that way we can try and do it on the team base, and sort of talk through and have turns at dropping the pinchers.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone should be utilizing it. I've been trying to get it in all the alliances that I've been in for a while to try to get people to use it. It's a great idea. I'm going to try to make it with us as well.
Do you have a hard time getting people to do it? I do.
Some people really just don't want to do it for some reason. I mean, I would much rather say something than type it, especially when I'm trying to be precise in what I'm doing. So I think we're definitely going to try this raid as well. I'm going to set up a room.
I use an example of when I first started playing when I was in my early stages, and I was really slow and I wasn't coining at first. And you remember the hubs with the raid, the actual hubs?
Yeah.
I had a guy who was a coiner. He had spectres, and he would actually use his spectres to decoy and block the targets for me. And I'd follow him. He'd voice chat me through it and tell me where to go. On the map, that is, not literally where to go, but on the target, and I'd follow his instructions, and I got some good stuff because of it.
I tell you what, I'll never forget the raid where you could literally just put a Spectre in front and do the whole thing, no damage. I got so many points that raid, but yeah, that was a great raid. Kixi, do that again. That was good fun. What I was going to say though, before Wayne decided, he didn't want to hear it, was if the lightning carries out.
Go on, Tyler, we'll let you. Hurry up.
I'm joking.
If the lightning carrier's out, the little one, it's like the big Atlas carrier but smaller and faster. If that's out, that on Locust is going to make a hell of a non-coiner fleet. Seriously. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to get that if that's out, and I am the official non-coiner expert.
You'll be able, with the amount of time that them Locusts hang around as well, you'll be able to zombie them as well if you wanted to.
Yeah, well that's what
they'll hang around. They'll hang around for 12 seconds, and there'll be a lot of damage in that 12 seconds.
Yeah, it's not only that. You can dart in and out as well, can't you? You can get off a couple of shots of UAVs and dart out.
they've got a massive range, so you can go around, outrange anything you can, anything you can't, even if it kills you, you're still going to kill it as well because you've got the locusts on, and they deal, like Scott was saying, they deal a shitload of damage, and they'll stay until the end of the battle as well. So even if you get one round off and then you die, that's going to do the full amount of damage from the locust, which I think is what he was saying. So definitely get the lightning carrier. It is a monster. Yeah.
Right. Any other top pro non-coiner tips, Tyler, before we move on?
Zombies.
Zombies. So,
Haven't you just said that already?
He likes saying it.
I really want to emphasise the point. You don't
So
need
good
to
you want
repair
to say it
shit.
twice. No, you really don't. I mean,
You should have made a drinking word. It could have been zombie.
yeah. We'd all be drunk by now and on the floor.
You don't need a drinking game. Just drink anyway.
Yeah. We don't
I'll
have
never drink again.
drinking words. We just drink. It's far easier.
That sounds better to
Okay.
me.
Yeah.
Next.
So, we know now as well that there's going to be like a shroud. So you're going to have Reaver scouts in the Reaver platforms, the big ones, which are going to shroud targets, so you're not going to be able to attack them. So you're going to have to take those out before you can attack some of the ships that are covered by the shrouding.
Well,
what
that
do you
sounds
think
great.
about it? I just wanted to see what people think about it.
It's probably the gayest thing they could have done.
That's going to do a lot of damage and make it really difficult to do the raid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It depends, you know,
It is.
what ships are going to be shrouded and how many of them are going to be
They're
there.
really fast
Well,
and
it's
blow
good.
up on top of you and kill you in 20 seconds.
But
We all
also,
know what's
it
going to
depends
happen.
how long it takes you to kill the shroud. It only looks like a little scout ship.
Yeah, I'm
it's-
with Rob. It depends on how hard that's going to be to get to.
Yeah, it's going to be in the middle, somewhere where you can't get, where things are raining hell down on you. And it's going to lock off that whole middle from being pre-sniped until you get close enough to engage it. That's what I'm fearing. I'm fearing they're going to put it right outside max range of even Mastodons.
I wonder. I'm wondering here. You could put a pinch on it. Will that stop the effect that it causes?
It's a good question. We'll find out the first day.
Yeah, we'll
I
probably
bet
will.
you won't be able to sub them out. Just going
It
to throw that out
And
there.
give
It
the
should-
raid
it should
give the
work
raid a
with the
chance.
pinch.
Yeah, give the
Look
raid a
at-
chance. I don't just quit the first day.
Look at all the other tactical fields.
Yeah.
If you pinch them, they disable them while they're pinched.
Yeah. So I mean, you know, you're gonna have to target those ships first, really. The ones with the tactical modules on, you want to try and get rid of them as quick as you can, so that you can start targeting the other stuff that's shrouded by it. You know, because it's not only because if you look at the tips and tricks thing that's on the forum, in the picture that's on there, it shows that it's not just ships that it will do it to, it's turrets as well. So you're gonna want to get rid of them pretty sharpish. Is my pro tip for the day. Get rid of the ones with attack modules on in the big base, because it's gonna make you in a world of pain if you don't get rid of them quick.
Is anyone else getting the feeling then that this tactical field resistance on the Nova Storm is going to come in handy for these sorts of raids then? Because if there's going to be like a load of new tactical field shit coming out, and
Well, they never
Right.
would anything about. They never would anything
Here's-
about a purpose.
Here's one thing I was questioning people earlier. That new shroud thing, what they've got. Imagine if it's released to us, you'd be able to hit a base with no damage. You could run it around the edge of the base like an ECM and keep your guard fleet from taking damage.
Not to be the negative thing here, but you know that they're in the raid. If that was to happen, Rob, you know in the raid that they're going to have a better one than they offer us.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I can't see it coming into like our sort of tech range, but you never know.
They might have a modified one.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, obviously it's going to be attack aura, isn't it? Which is going to stop you from being able to target the stuff that's under there. So, you know, it doesn't really matter what resistance you've got to it. It's not going to make any difference. It's going to be you're not going to be able to target stuff unless you kill the ring. So it from what we've seen, there's 2 in each of the big bases. So those are probably going to be one of your priority targets to get out of that. Is what I would suggest.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. What are you oh dearing about?
Well, that's going to rule them out. This is going to be a non-Reaver base raid, I reckon, for non-coiners now.
Well, they are obviously going to be designed for the higher end of the spectrum, aren't they? Let's be honest. For the sort
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
It's not
But
good.
I think we've actually sort of gone over this, but to clarify for Tyler, but those targets, it's supposed to give you the bonus for extra points, but you get the extra points for the other targets too, do you not?
Yeah, you do. The real sort of big thing about the Reaver bases themselves is the Proto Nemesis drop. So
Yeah, well, what my point is if you're getting points like Tyler seems concerned with these new targets that he won't be able to do them. But if he's got in a sector, and this is going back, not to go back on it, sorry, but if you're in a sector that you've got a lot of players that will go for those targets, you don't have to go for them. You can just go for your normal targets and your normal strikes campaign, and you may get extra points.
Yeah, well that wouldn't then let you unlock. Were you saying though that you had to hit map targets to get like a personal influence bar up?
No, it's not a personal influence bar. It's for the sector.
It's across the whole. Sorry.
Yeah.
Unless you are the only person
thought you
in
said
the
after.
sector.
Okay. Well, that's bad.
Pay attention.
What?
I want to say as well, Trogar's just added confirmed that a pinch will kill Shroud tactical module for its pinch duration. So Harlock UAVs again is standing out for me with the amount of pinches that you can get out of a highly ranked Hornet fleet with the pinch UAVs. That could help you.
We should get this Trogar on here. Look, he knows more than all of us lot put together.
Because it fucking works as a mod, you. Oh.
Don't knew anything, Tyler. God.
I didn't know that. I was just joking. That was just a bit of banter. Payne's, just to clarify, Payne's in a proper pissy mood today, and that's why he's ordered. He's come off mute. Look, he's ready to go. He's ready to go.
It's because we're interrupting his Chinese. That's why.
No. We'll discuss it later. Keep on. Next topic.
Why don't we discuss what you want to discuss, Rob?
Do we have to? There's still 15 minutes left of it.
Alright, let's do it. Tyler and Earth are bitching because they didn't want me to talk about this today. I don't give a fuck, so I'm going to go out and say it. Because let's just be honest. It's a community show, and although I'm one of the main guys here, I'm also a member of the community, and as a community person, I would like to speak. So I just want to say, and it's not negative. I don't care what Tyler says. Read it how you.
I couldn't resist.
Tyler, I'm gonna come around there and slap you in the fucking face. I'm on a serious note, guys. Everyone's being negative about all sorts of things in the community. I'm not going to go into details. I don't want to go into details at all, and I certainly don't want to have a discussion about that. But we've got all these people about all the bans and etc. Just remember, the game is still what it is. There's majority of people are not banned and are playing the same game that they are for the last few months. So keep playing it, and don't worry what's happening in the community, and don't worry about all these things and rumors that you're hearing. Just go out there and play the fucking game for how you want to play it, and don't feel like you're herded into a certain position or a certain belief. You know, play the game as you want to play. It's your game. You either pay for it or you don't, and it's yours to play. So fuck the haters and fuck what everybody says. Get on with your own thing.
What Payne's trying to say is
YOLO.
Yeah, in a nutshell, YOLO bitches.
Haters gonna hate. Payne don't care.
So you know what was negative about that, Tyler?
Yeah, well.
It's true, but you can only control so much. You know, like people are going on and on about certain things. I just stay out of the conversation in comms on a lot of things because I'm more concerned about playing the game and doing what I can do with the game and like Payne said, getting on with it, getting on with business.
Yeah, for me it's the same game. I play my game how I want to play it, and most other people do as well.
Talking about business, Mr. Trogar would like Medusa to be saying more.
I've just replied to that. It's made me chuckle. Hi. I'm quite new to this, so give me a little bit of time, and I'll be doing a lot more talking and be able to contribute a lot more. So
just for you.
There you go. Especially for you, Trogar, I'm gonna ask her a question now, just so that she's got to speak a bit longer. So Tess, what do you think about the whole Shroud thing?
I'm not too sure on it. I must admit, I'm just listening to you guys on this one because you know a little bit more, well, a lot more about it than I do. So, no, I'm sorry.
That's not the answer we were hoping for.
No, it's not a good answer.
We were hoping that you know more about us.
I'm gonna throw this out. R10 MCX, discuss Medusa.
Okay. Mine are only like R5, so I've got some catching up to do.
They're not bad. I mean, I haven't seen the world. Mine aren't leveled as high as they should be. I'll let you know when I get the fuckers to legendary, but they do fire a lot faster. They seem to last a lot longer. I'm going to try them this raid, and maybe they won't be completely screwed out in the picture. See if I get to use them very much.
They have very nice colour, though.
They are very sexy, because I
They're
have like
very pretty.
15 built, or 13, 14, 15 of MCXs. It's nice seeing all that blue in my shipyard.
There's a lot of red in your shipyard, I bet.
There's a lot of dead base in my shipyard.
I need to come and sub you out again, don't I? You're in my world. I'll come and do it tomorrow.
Just let me know. I'll just go hit the repair button.
Have we got any questions on chat or anything? Or are we just going to rip Stephen for the next 10 minutes? Either's fine with me, but...
Stephen or Tyler, either works.
I got something I want to talk about, because I missed last week because of...
Go on then.
There's people know about. How happy are you guys with the decrease in the uranium prices for refits and the research until lab?
I'm very happy.
I've got more stuff
A little
done
happy.
in the last 3 weeks than I have in months and months and months. You know, not even hitting dredges, just going through what I can get in different ways and scrapping for it. And I've still got probably 12 or 13 researches done.
Well, now you can actually hit a drop base and do a retro.
Yeah.
You can do 2 retros from a drop base. If you're 100%, you can do 2 retros from a drop base.
You can hit a drag base and do 2.
Yeah, I think the only downside for me is that I've now got like 6 irradiated cutthroats in my crews, and I don't want to get rid of them. But I want other crews as well, so it's like because I don't need them anymore.
Use them hitting bases.
So yeah, it's like obviously going to be an option for me, but yeah, it's a bit. I don't know.
Just quickly. Ewok, you know you can unmute yourself, mate. You're not meant to be muted the whole show. You don't have to keep talking like that.
That's why it's called Noobwalk.
Do you reckon you can't work out when
Yeah, I'm like partially deaf, so I have no clue what the fuck is going on.
Should we just let... Why would you come on the show if you're deaf?
I'm trying to... He asked me, "Do you want to go on the show?" I said, "Sure."
Tell you what, this is Earth's leadership. Next week we'll get someone who can't talk. That will be brilliant. Like physically has no tongue.
Hey, he lies. He's on chat with us all of the time. He lies when he says he can't hear what's
Why
going
don't we
on.
just let Ewok and Medusa just sit and talk for the next 10 minutes?
Because we already get enough of Kyle as it is. So. Probably, we let him on here just to sort of share the wealth with the world.
I'm surprised
it's anything point her. That will share the wealth.
I think with us being noobs to the show, I think we're going to be okay, aren't we?
Follow by example.
Yeah, won't be long and he'll be off. I tell you.
Just don't follow by example.
So. So Ewoks just said that Let It Burn is tonight. So and would wonder if cutthroats work. No, cutthroats don't work on the Let It Burn.
So you were saying something about cutthroats. Now you got 7.
Apparently it starts tonight. Apparently, but I don't think it is.
That's not necessarily reliable info.
No.
He's a hacker. He doesn't know what he's on about.
Yeah.
On a different note, talking about that actually, has anybody else got the same thing? I'm pretty sure the raid's supposed to be in like less than 7 days now, and I haven't got a notification thing.
No.
Yeah, it hasn't popped up, but don't worry, the raid is still going to happen.
Really?
So,
2 things that are guarantees that you're going to pay your taxes by April, and Kickstarter will have a raid every month. Those 2 things.
don't go sending your credit card on link to save it.
I raid, Stephen. Don't you mean 2 raids?
Oh, where's all Scotty's
What's
Like, he just made a joke.
I just want to say that Let It Burn is not in any way tonight, because it would be there at the moment for us to see. It usually has a countdown, doesn't it?
So he contributes one thing and it's wrong.
Oh, bless him.
Hey, top marks for trying.
10 out of 10 for effort.
You see, normally it's in the campaign list already.
Yeah, I've just checked. It's not there.
Right. And anything else we need to talk about here? Anything else at all?
Is there anything anybody wants to talk about?
Ask the chat if there's anything they want to talk about.
Someone in chat wanted to talk about boobs. That's the only response we got.
It was, unfortunately.
Well, unfortunately, you're the only one with the boobs here, so...
I know. Well,
you're the expert on me.
Isn't it compulsory to have a cam? Apart from you, because no one wants to see you. Is it
true? Is it true that playing with boobs reduces stress by 70%?
I don't know. Let me grab a pair while I hit a base, and I'll tell you.
Well, if that's true, I want my wife to come here so I can play with her boobs while I'm doing the raid.
Wayne, mate, we've already been told what you've been doing with your wife last night. Look, God, don't use
too much information.
No need for it.
Hey, we're live now, Tyler. You're not supposed to say that. I said unlive, so I kept it private.
Oh dear.
No, but really, I read a Facebook article. Apparently, it's supposed to reduce 70% stress.
Did you say you read it on Facebook and therefore you believe it to be true?
Yeah. Please don't think that everything you read on the internet is true.
Right. Hey, and I've got a question for you from Bob Nelson. He's just said, anyone got a design... Bob Nelson, has anyone got a design for a seawolf?
What for?
I don't know. It's just a seawolf. They're forever.
I'm gonna give it a serious answer. You can actually fit, if you do have an arbalest, you can actually fit an arbalest on that and keep it instant repair. You can fit launchers on it. It's not instant repair. You can fit 4 D92Us on and a speed system 3. It would not make it instant repair, but it's still something you could use.
What about blaze throwers?
Yes, throwers work really well. In fact, there's someone a couple of people in our alliance who have got thrower destroyer X's, instant repair destroyer X with a thrower on each. It's just something comical to use. They can go out and kill a cargo.
I was going to say,
ranking them up with solid deaths. Yeah, and you'll be surprised how effective they could be for a lower level. In all seriousness.
Well, if you built them, you can go out, hit cargoes, and actually collect res for yourself. Open cargoes for yourself. 71s. I mean, these was opening 71 cargoes with destroyer X's with these throwers on.
Yeah, but you've got to get the throwers first, don't you?
Oh yeah, but you got one. You got them in the campaign. The raid. If you can hit the mini raid to get them.
Yeah, look, if you can get
something you can build instant repair to get them.
Yeah.
So if you can hit tier 4, then you'll be able to open 51s. Cheers, Scotty. Cheers to that, mate.
That's great.
Funny.
Great insight.
Rainer and some others in PNLS will back me up. I frequently confront Scotty and ask him why he is on this show. Because some of the stuff he asks us, it just goes in one ear and out the other.
Pass out all the time, it's, you know.
Yeah. Scotty, you should build this fleet, build these Kudas so that you can run them down into a base and take out the sonar, and then you can use your Reapers if you drop them down to 4 missiles each when there's no sonar on the base, just like you used to. Alright, cool. And then he goes to a base and then doesn't bother to take the sonar out, and then goes, oh, I didn't realise they were going to fire at me from sonar in the base, and I had to use the ECM. Well, I did tell you twice.
By the way, I was at work.
I don't know how much time we've got, but it might be useful to share that with other people.
Yeah, so basically, as we know, the Reapers got changed, and if you've got the full build with the 7 missiles on, you get lit up like a Christmas tree. If you drop down to 4 missiles on your Reapers, if there's no sonar in the base, then you can basically use them as you were before. So once there's no sonar on the base, 4 missiles on there, and you're good to go, like you were last time before the nerf. What I've been basically come up with is just like a little Barracuda fleet. You know, at R10 they get a really good downtime boost, so you can boost them up to about 52 seconds when you've got the retro spam. If you stick a Magnus drive on there, boost 3 and battery 3 on them, you can get a combat speed of about 31-32 if you put one B torpedo on there, and then load the rest up with deluges. If you stick a Grimshine on the front of those, and then just ram them down the throat just to go and hit the sonar ship, you can run them zombies. Just get one overload on your Grimshine, take out the sonar ship, and then you can go back to normal with your Reapers. So just my little tip for those of you that have got Reapers hanging around collecting dust and haven't got the ECM. That's the way to do it.
I know what I want to finish on Earth.
Yes, mate.
Right. The kick site are meant to be reducing repair times. Why does this new hull have 150% repair modifier again?
It's a very good point.
Stephen Wolf, I think it is. Yeah.
Coming from the guy who told me not to say anything negative on the shows.
No, I said not about players, but just saying, you know, what is that all about?
It's what happens with the Reavers, I suppose. All Reaver hulls have that repair modifier, don't they? Unfortunately.
Yeah,
and it's something that's actually
Reaver raids, Reaver ships, high repair.
So we're getting a new fact coming to the game. They haven't got anything. It's just 100%.
Yeah. So why are Reavers 150% then? Where's the logic here? Hang on.
Because they're more powerful hulls. They're more powerful hulls, and that's the way that they decided to balance.
Because they take more of a beating. That's why.
Yeah. They're a lot harder to kill.
They're going to take longer to repair. And I'm just worried about the new faction coming in. What's the repair modifier going to be on them?
600%.
The thing is, though, are all Reaver hulls better than all Drac hulls? Or all Forsaken hulls? So that logic goes out the window then. To be honest, when the repair modifier was first brought in, it made sense because there were 2 ship Hellstrike fleets running around, kicking the shit out of everything that were like, would have been like a 6-7 hour repair. So fair enough, give them a repair modifier, they're a 2-ship fleet or they're a 3-ship fleet, do you know what I mean? Makes sense, put it in line with other overpowered fleets. But don't then give 150% modifier to a 4-ship fleet. They did it with the Hellhound, and now they're doing it with the Nova Storm, and it's just taking the piss a little bit, really. Listen to me, Kixeye. No non-coiner is ever going to build a decent fleet. So if you don't want to act like you're kicking the non-coiners out of the game, then stop bringing out ships that they can't fucking build, even if they wanted to. It's not very nice.
I'm just going to say, to add on to that, I'm completely not disagreeing with what you said, but people need to build smart. So, if you're a non-coiner, don't bother building the Hellhound. Don't even bother wasting your time winning for it.
I know
Go for
corners that
something
won't even bother
else.
building them because they're pointless to them.
Yeah, I've never built a Hellhound fleet. I know people who don't have Hellhound fleets, and they get in just as good of a base as those who have Hellhound fleets, only they have it cheaper. I invest a lot of time into prep fleets, and I surgically destroy a base rather than smash it like a noob for a 60, 70, 80 coin fix by just clicking once on the outpost. There's just different ways to play, and you just got to think careful about what you build. And I know Professor is a strong believer in this. He's the one who always promotes it. When you make a build, stick to it. Even if it is going out of date, pick a build and see it through to its end. If there's new tech coming out stuff, just ignore it until you're ready to build it. Don't feel like you need to have the biggest and best things all the time.
Otherwise, if you keep stopping, you'll have bits of everything lying in low place and then nothing's useful.
Yeah, to add to that, I would just like to say that always get advice from like the people here and your teammates, because you don't want to do what I've done and wasted a lot of time on some builds and got it wrong.
Did you listen to Earth?
Sorry?
Did you listen to Earth?
No. No, I listened to other people. I should have got some advice
This
first.
conversation.
No.
Hey, you never waste any time whatsoever, Scotty. You just coin it all. So it's
No, like I said, I'm staying out of this
There's no
conversation.
time wasted whatsoever.
Scotty, is there
Hey,
anything?
don't.
Scotty, is there anything building in your shipyard at the moment?
A warbird, actually.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yes.
What are you
about
waiting
your retro
for?
lab? What about your retro lab? Is there anything researching at the moment?
There is now.
There we go. Right. Anyway, I think that's pretty much us for tonight. Thank you everybody on the panel for coming. It's been really good. It's been a nice bit of fun. Thank you very much for everybody's opinions. As everybody knows, we are back on Wednesday, day before the raid. Hopefully we'll know a bit more about some of the raid prices and stuff like that. We can give you a bit more.
Isn't the raid on Wednesday?
It's Wednesday or Thursday, isn't it? So we'll be able to give you a bit more insight as to, our recommendations of what people should get and stuff like that. And sort of go from there, really.
I want to end on these 3 words. Egos ban people.
Fuck's sake, what an idiot.
I don't give a crap.
I want to end on 3 words. Pain is... Oh, wait, that's 4 words, isn't it?
Oh, fail.
Ended it there.
End it there. Earth, end it. End it on.
Right, and we're going.
End of
See you later,
time.
guys.
Bye.
See you guys.